Welcome back everybody to another top buy top sell video here in the A1 Edge Finder, where of course we're going to break down our number one buy and our number one sell currently listed in the Edge Finder. But before we get to that, we want to look over some other super useful information, starting off first of course with the Smart Money Tracker. Here in the Smart Money Tracker tab, we're looking at COT report data, and this is what institutional traders, or sometimes referred to as smart money traders, this is what they are going long and short on. We can actually see a detailed report of what those institutional or smart money traders are buying and selling. And currently their most favored asset on the long side is the JP225, the Japanese stock market. After that we have gold, and then our first currency here is actually the euro. So JP225 favored on the long side 83, nearly 84%, followed by gold at 77%, the euro at 75%, platinum at 73.5%, and the United States dollar at 72.7%. So a good mix of some currencies, some metals, and then an indice as well. Our most shorted asset from smart money traders is actually the Japanese yen, currently sitting at 79% short from institutional traders. We can see all of that same information right down here in this little box chart here with all of the numerical information. So we can see the total number of long and short contracts for each of these individual assets and the changes long and short from the last data release, as well as the percentage, of course. So there we go, a quick breakdown of COT data listed here in the Smart Money Tracker. Now we're going to go into the retail sentiment page, where we can see retail positioning. This is what day traders, or the overall trading crowd, what they are going long and short on. First, we're looking at US dollar pairs, and currently USD CAD is the most long US dollar pair at 94%, and Euro USD is the most shorted US pair at 78%. We can also take a look at minor currency pairs only, and here we go. This is the rest of the currency pairs that we have listed in the Edge Finder. Aussie CAD is currently the most favored long at 96%, and CAD JPY is the most favored short at 93%.
What's up?
Dude, what happened to you?
Haven't you heard? It's the summer half-off discount sale.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Right now only, get half off any of our VIP Discord memberships. These memberships include access to our signals, where you can get entries and exits from Frank and I, and full breakdown and analysis with each trade. You can learn our strategies in detail. You can learn how to get funded with our training material to help traders looking for funding. And you can also join the chat room community. We have several membership opportunities, so click the link and check them out for yourself. And remember, you get half off if you either message us or use the discount code you see on the screen now.
That out of the way, let's go ahead and check out the Watchlist Signals tab. This is where our buy and sell biases are for all of our different assets that we track here in the Edge Finder. We have currency pairs, both minor and major, indices, commodities, and even some crypto. So I'm going to remove any indices, commodities, or crypto that we might have, because I just want to focus on just our currency pairs. I'm going to remove those neutral biases, and there we go. These are all of the currency pairs that we currently have a bias for, whether buy or sell. No strong sells at the moment, but Euro CAD is currently a score of a -5, which is clearly our lowest score here, whereas CHF JPY and USD JPY are both favored on the strong bias side here with that score of +6. So I think we'll take a look at a US dollar pair, meaning that we'll take a look at USD JPY on the strong buy side, and then Euro CAD on the sell side. So why don't we start off with USD JPY? I'm going to scroll down to our major currency pairs, and there we go. USD JPY strong buy bias score of +6. COT data is a score of +2, and retail sentiment is a score of +1. Let's get into those numbers right over here. So COT data, this is the same stuff that we were just taking a look at a second ago. We already know that the US dollar is favored on the long side, 72.7%, and that the yen is the most shorted asset from those smart money traders at 79%. Retail sentiment, on the other hand, shows the crowd favored on the short side of USD JPY at 75%. Seasonality is a score of +1, and here in the month of June, historically speaking, if you isolate just the month of June over the last 10 years to see how USD JPY trended throughout the month, you would notice that typically speaking, historically speaking, it trends a little bit bullishly in the month of June. Our trend reading is a score of +2, and we can see a nice upward move spanning over a couple of days. We had a slight dip yesterday, but price has come back up since then, and price forecast projects that it will continue to be the case. Let's finish up with our fundamentals here, looking pretty split with GDP growth and interest rates at scores of +1 and inflation and unemployment at scores of -1. That fundamental data is listed right over here, and we have GDP growth in the US at 1.3% compared to 0.7% in Japan, inflation at 4% compared to 3.5%, unemployment at 3.7% compared to 2.6%, and lastly, interest rates on the US dollar are currently 5.25% compared to negative 0.1% in Japan. So there we go. That's a quick breakdown of USD JPY and all the data backing that strong buy bias. The other pair we said we were going to take a look at was Euro CAD. So let's go to our minor currency pairs and find the Euro Canadian dollar cross. There it is. And there we go. Like I've mentioned, that we have a score of a -5. COT data is actually a score of +2, and retail sentiment a score of -1. So we know that institutional traders are very heavily favored long on the euros at 75%, but they are also very heavily short on the Canadian dollar at 77%. I believe that the Canadian dollar was actually the second most favored shorted asset from institutional traders. Retail sentiment shows EuroCAD sitting at 81% long, so favored on the long side by day traders. Seasonality score is a score of -1, and we can see again, historically speaking, in the month of June, over the last 10 years, EuroCAD tends to perform a little bit bearishly in the month of June. Trend reading is a score of -1, and we have had a little bit of downward momentum leading up into today. We've come up a little bit since yesterday, and we had a little bit of a pop here as well, but it has been trending down a little bit this week, and price forecast projects that based on all of the other metrics we're tracking here, it will continue to move downwards. We can finish up with our fundamentals: GDP growth, inflation, unemployment, and interest rates, all scores of -1. So fundamentally speaking, very bearish looking. GDP growth in the euro area, negative 0.1% compared to 0.8% in Canada. Inflation, 6.1% compared to 4.4%. Unemployment, 6.5% compared to 5.2%. And lastly, interest rates on the euro, currently 4% compared to 4.75%. So there we go. There's all the data backing up this sell bias score of -5 on Euro CAD. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, taking a quick look at our buy and sell biases, as well as what the crowd and smart money traders are going long and short on at the moment. There are lots of other useful tabs here in the EDGEFINDER that we did not get to today. So if you are interested in trying it out for yourself, you can actually get a free trial by messaging us with the links down in the description below. We can hook you up with a free trial of the EDGEFINDER, or if you are familiar with the EDGEFINDER and you'd like to go ahead and purchase it, you can get it at a discounted price when you use promo code A1YT at checkout. So again, we have links down in the description for the EDGEFINDER, as well as to chat with our team. You can actually live chat with someone from our team right now. And again, you can get a trial of the EDGEFINDER or purchase it for a discounted price with promo code A1YT. Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EDGEFINDER, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.